My beloved child, come closer to me now. Rest your heart for a moment and listen, for I have been waiting to speak to you. You have carried so much inside you, memories, worries, unanswered questions, quiet fears you tell no one about. You have lived many years, and in those years you have been strong even when you felt weak. You have kept moving forward even when your heart felt tired. I saw it all. I saw every tear, every whisper, every prayer you thought went unnoticed. Nothing about you has ever been hidden from my eyes, for you are my creation, my breath, my beloved child. I am speaking to you now because the time has come for you to feel my presence more deeply than before. You have reached a moment in your life where the noise around you sometimes feels too loud, and yet the silence inside your heart feels even louder. But I am here to fill that silence with my love. I am here to tell you that you are not forgotten, that you are not alone, and that even now, at this very moment, I am closer to you than the beating of your heart. You may feel tired. You may feel as though life has moved faster than you expected. Perhaps you look back and wonder where the years went. Perhaps you look ahead and feel unsure of what remains. But hear me, every breath you have taken has been watched with love. Every step you walked was guided even when you did not see my hand. Every moment you survived was because my grace quietly carried you. You have lived through storms that would have broken others. You have stood back up after life pushed you down. And even when you felt invisible in this world, you were held in my sight, cherished beyond measure. My child, do you know why I am speaking to you this way today? Because this moment, this very moment, is sacred. You may not realize it, but right now, heaven is leaning close to you. Right now, the light of my presence surrounds you. Right now, your soul is open in a way that allows me to reach places inside you that have been hurting for far too long. And I want to heal you. I want to touch the parts of you that you've hidden under strength and responsibility. I want to pour peace into the cracks left by disappointment, loss, and long years of carrying burdens. You have been holding so much. The weight of family, the weight of memories, the weight of things you wish you could change. The weight of things you wish you had said differently, done differently, understood differently. You think about loved ones who are no longer here. You think about times in your life when joy came easily. You think about moments when happiness felt simple, but life changed, people changed, circumstances shifted, and now you sometimes wonder if you missed something or if something slipped away without your permission. Hear me now, nothing valuable has ever been lost in my presence. Not a moment of love, not a moment of kindness, not a moment of sacrifice, not a moment of trust. Everything that was good in your life is still alive in my hands. Every prayer you made is still heard. Every tear you shed is still kept. I have watched over you, my child, with a love deeper than the oceans and older than the world itself. There have been days when you felt unsure of your worth, days when your body felt weak, days when your heart felt confused, days when you said to yourself, I don't know what comes next. And I have been there in each of those moments, whispering to you, guiding you gently, waiting for the moment when you would pause long enough to hear me clearly. That moment is now. Let your heart open. Let my words sink in. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are not on the edge of life with no purpose left. You are mine, and I still have more to give you. You might wonder why life has been the way it has been, why certain hardships happened, why certain relationships changed, why some prayers seemed unanswered. But my child, I never abandoned you. Every difficult season shaped you. Every pain carved deeper compassion into your heart. Every unanswered prayer protected you from something you could not see at the time. Every closed door was a doorway to something higher, something eternal. You have not walked through your years alone. I have been beside you through the joys and the sorrows, the celebrations and the long nights of silence. Today, I want you to feel something you may have forgotten. You are deeply, endlessly loved. You are loved not because of what you have done, but because of who you are. My creation, my child. When I formed you, I placed strength inside you that would carry you through all seasons of life. I placed light inside you that would shine even when darkness tried to surround you. I shaped your soul with wisdom, tenderness, and resilience. You have lived through so much, and yet your heart remains capable of love. That is a miracle. That is my gift within you. As I speak to you now, I want your heart to rest. Let the worries that cling to you fall away for a moment. Let the heaviness on your shoulders lighten. Let the noise in your mind soften. You do not need to be strong right now. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to hold everything together. Right now, all I want is for you to listen, to breathe, to receive my love like sunlight warming your soul. My child, I know you. I know the mysteries inside your heart that no one else sees. I know the regrets you carry quietly. I know the dreams that still live inside you, even if you rarely speak of them anymore. I know the battles you've fought inside your mind, battles between hope and worry, between trust and fear, between peace and the unknown. And I say to you, you are safe with me. You are held, you are carried, and nothing that comes next will surprise me or overwhelm me. I am your shelter, I am your strength, I am your guide. There is something I want you to feel very clearly. Your life is still unfolding. Even now, even with everything you've seen and everything you've lived through, there are still moments ahead where my light will shine through your days. There are still blessings prepared for you. There are still things I want to show you, teach you, and give you. You have not reached the end of my work in your life. Your story is still being written, and I am still the author. And as you listen to my voice now, I want you to feel hope rising again. I want you to feel the warmth of my presence softening the cold places inside you. I want you to feel me renewing your strength, calming your fears, and whispering gently that you are seen, you are known, and you are deeply loved beyond anything this world can measure. My child, stay with me now. Let this moment be the beginning of something new inside you. Let my love breathe life back into your spirit. Let my words remind you of who you are and whose you are, for I have much more to tell you, much more to reveal, much more to give. And I will guide you gently step by step as we continue. As you remain here with me, let your heart sink even deeper into my presence, for I want to speak to you now about the hidden places inside you, those quiet corners of your soul where memories rest like old photographs, where joys and sorrows lie side by side, where the years have gathered like fallen leaves. You have walked a long road, and with each step you have carried experiences that shaped you, strengthened you, and sometimes wounded you. I see all of it. I see the nights when you lay awake, staring into the darkness, wondering why certain things happened, wondering why some prayers seemed delayed, wondering why life felt heavy even though you tried to be strong. My beloved child, listen closely. Every moment of your life, even the ones you do not understand, has had meaning. Every struggle has carried a purpose. Every tear was seen by me. Every fear was held in my hands. You may think of your life as a series of events. Good days, hard days, joyful memories, painful losses. But I see something deeper. I see your heart, shaped by every experience into a vessel that holds more wisdom, more compassion, and more faith than you realize. There have been seasons when you felt overlooked, forgotten, or left behind by the world. There were moments when you wondered if anyone truly understood what you felt inside. Even the people closest to you could not always see the depth of your inner battles. But I saw them. I saw the days when you kept going even though your heart was weary. I saw the moments when you chose kindness even while carrying your own burdens. I saw the times when you trusted me even though your circumstances did not make sense. Every act of faith, even the smallest one, became a light before me. I know there are memories that still ache inside you, memories of people you loved deeply, people who shaped your world, people whose presence you long for even now. There are days when the absence feels sharp, like a shadow that quietly follows you. You think of old conversations, old laughter, old places filled with familiar faces. You wonder why time moves so quickly, why change feels so sudden, why life carries people in different directions. But my child, nothing that was truly filled with love is ever lost. The souls you love are never far from me, and in me there is no distance, no separation, no end. What you lost in time is preserved in eternity. There are moments when you look at your life and ask yourself whether you made the right choices, whether you walked the path you were meant to walk. You think about opportunities missed, words unspoken, dreams set aside. You wonder if you could have done more, or known more, or changed more. But here, regret does not belong to you. I have taken every moment of your life, your successes, your mistakes, your joys, your failures, and woven them together into a story full of meaning. Nothing was wasted. Not one day, not one season, not one experience. Even the things you wish you had done differently have shaped you into the person you are now, humble, compassionate, understanding, wise. You may sometimes feel that the world has changed so much around you that you can hardly recognize it. Things move faster, people think differently, problems appear bigger. But I have not changed. My love for you has not changed. My presence in your life has not changed. Even when you felt uncertain about what was going on in your world, I was steady. Even when life felt unfamiliar, I remained the same. I am your constant, your foundation, the one who carries you through every season. My child, I know there are days when you feel tired, not just in your body, but in your soul. You carry memories of years filled with effort and responsibility, moments of caring for others, moments of being the strong one, the patient one, the one who held everything together. And now you look back on those years and realize how much of yourself you poured into them. Sometimes you wonder if the people you helped truly understood how much strength it took. Sometimes you wonder if anyone remembers the sacrifices you made quietly, without asking for recognition. I remember. I saw every single one, and I say to you now, well done, my child. You have done far more good than you realize. There is something else I want to speak to your heart, something tender and deep. You have lived a life full of love, love for family, love for friends, love for people whose names you may no longer remember, but whose presence touched your journey. You have given your heart generously, even when it cost you. You have forgiven people who never apologized. You have cared for people who sometimes did not see your worth. You have stayed faithful even when life tested you. And all of this, every quiet act of goodness, has lifted your soul closer to me. But I also see the quiet burdens inside you, the ones you rarely speak of. The times when you felt invisible. The moments when you felt left behind. The fears you still carry. The ones that whisper to you in the silence. You wonder sometimes what your life means now, what your purpose is in this season. But hear me, your purpose is not finished. Your presence still brings light. Your wisdom still matters. Your prayer still carries power. Your life is still a testimony of endurance, faith, and love. You may not move as quickly as you once did, but your spirit carries a strength that only time can build. And I want you to know something even deeper. I have been closest to you in the moments when you felt most alone. When you sat quietly, unsure of what to do next, I was there. When you felt the weight of years resting on your shoulders, I was supporting you. When you wiped away tears so no one else would see, I saw them, and I treasured them. Your tears are not signs of weakness, they are signs of a heart that has lived, loved, and cared deeply. My child, reflect with me for a moment. Think of all the times you should have fallen but didn't. Think of the times when something inside you said, keep going, even though everything around you seemed uncertain. That was me. That was my hand on your life. Every time you found the strength to rise again, it was because I lifted you. Every time you made it through something you thought would break you, it was because I carried you. You have never walked alone, not for 1 second. And now, as we continue together, I want you to feel my peace settling over you like a gentle blanket. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing to prove. I am with you in every breath, every moment, every step. Your life is precious to me. Your heart is precious to me. Your soul is precious to me. What you see as ordinary, I see as beautiful. What you see as weak, I see as strength. What you see as aging, I see as wisdom ripened by time and grace. Stay with me now, my beloved child. Do not rush away. Let my words sink deeper, healing places inside you that have waited for this love for many years. I have more to give you, more comfort, more hope, more light. Let your soul breathe, for you are safe in my presence. And I will continue to guide you gently as my message unfolds. As your heart rests more deeply in my presence, let me pour encouragement into the places inside you that have grown weary. For I know how much you have carried, how often you tried to remain strong even when you felt fragile, how many times you smiled for others while your heart was quietly trembling. I have seen the courage it took to keep going. I have seen the way you held on to hope even when the world around you felt unsteady. And I want you to know now that all of heaven rejoices over your endurance, your steadfastness, your refusal to give up even in the hardest seasons of your life. I am proud of you, my child, more proud than you can imagine. You may not think of yourself as strong, but I see strength in every step you took when fear tried to stop you. You may not think of yourself as brave, but I see bravery in every moment you continued forward despite uncertainty. You may not think of yourself as important, but your life has touched more hearts than you know, and every act of love you have given has echoed far into eternity. I want to encourage you now in the deepest way, to remind you that you are not finished. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone. My hand is still guiding you. My love is still covering you. My purpose is still unfolding in your life. Every day you wake up is a reminder that I still have blessings prepared for you, still have moments of joy waiting for you, still have peace to fill your heart, still have light to shine through your days. There are times when you look at your life and see only what has changed, your strength, your energy, the world around you. You sometimes feel slower, more delicate, more aware of the limits of time. But my child, do not let these thoughts discourage you. Aging is not losing. Aging is growing deeper into eternity. It is wisdom becoming more beautiful. It is your soul ripening for the everlasting home I have prepared for you. Nothing about your life now is less valuable to me than before. In fact, your years have made your spirit even more precious in my sight. Let me tell you something deeply true. You are still needed. Your prayers still move heaven. Your voice still brings comfort. Your presence still carries peace. The wisdom you gained through decades of life, the struggles, the joys, the mistakes, the victories, has shaped you into someone whose words and actions carry a power that younger hearts do not yet understand. You may not realize it, but people notice the calmness in you, the quiet strength, the depth of experience. That is a treasure. That is something I placed within you. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. You are still on a journey, and I walk with you step by step. You still have moments ahead where your heart will feel light, where laughter will rise unexpectedly, where you will sense my presence in ways that feel new and beautiful. There are still prayers I want to answer for you. There are still blessings I want to place in your hands. There are still experiences that will touch your soul. You are not waiting for life to end. You are walking toward the fullness of my promise. Let me also comfort you in those moments when you feel weak. You sometimes compare yourself to who you were many years ago, remembering the energy you once had, the roles you once held, the responsibilities you carried with ease. You may think you are less now, but you are not. You are simply changing seasons, and in each season I am with you. When you were young, I gave you strength to run. When you grew older, I gave you wisdom to guide others. And now, in this stage of your life, I am giving you peace, peace that is deeper, quieter, and more precious than anything you have ever known. If your body feels tired, let it rest. If your steps are slower, let your heart walk with me at a gentler pace. You do not need to rush. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to pretend you are strong when you feel weak. I am your strength. I am your support. I am the one who carries you now just as I carried you in every season of your life. Your value does not diminish with time. Your soul only becomes more radiant as you draw nearer to me. And I want to encourage you about your future. I know sometimes you look ahead and feel afraid. You wonder what will happen, what you will face, what changes will come. You may worry about your health, your family, your home, your tomorrow. But hear me, you do not need to fear the future, because I am already there. I have gone before you. I have prepared the way. Everything that will ever happen has already passed through my hands. You are not walking into the unknown, you are walking into my plan. Even in moments when the world feels uncertain, when you watch the news, when you hear of troubles, when you see the world changing, you must remember that I am still in control. Nothing escapes my sight, nothing surprises me. The world may shift, but my promises remain steady. My protection surrounds you. My angels watch over you. You are guarded, shielded, and covered by my presence. And I want you to know something else, something tender and deeply personal. I am moved by your prayers. When you whisper my name, I hear you. When you pray for your children, your grandchildren, your loved ones, your family, I listen with a heart full of love. Your prayers have power. Your prayers are not small. Your prayers rise before me like incense, fragrant and beautiful. And I am responding even when you do not see the results yet. There are times when you prayed for someone you love and wondered if anything was happening. My child, do not lose hope. Sometimes I work slowly, gently, preparing hearts, opening doors, softening situations. Sometimes I protect people from things they never knew were coming. Sometimes I wait for the perfect moment to bring the blessing you long for. And sometimes the answer is already on its way, even if it has not yet arrived in your hands. Let your heart be at peace. I am working in ways you cannot yet see, and if you ever feel lonely, listen closely, I am with you. When the house is quiet, I am there. When you sit alone with your thoughts, I am near. When you feel like there is no one to talk to, I am listening. When you worry about being a burden or being forgotten, remember this: you are always in my heart. You are always precious to me. You are always seen. You are never alone. My beloved child, I want you to rise again inside your heart. Rise in hope. Rise in peace. Rise in courage. You have more strength in your spirit than you realize. Let me renew you now. Let me breathe new life into the dreams you thought were gone. Let me restore joy where sadness has lingered too long. Let me fill you with the certainty that you are loved, completely, endlessly, eternally. For I am not finished with you. I still walk beside you. I still whisper to your heart. I still place light in your path. And even now, in this moment, my love is wrapping around you like a warm embrace. Stay with me, my child, as my message continues. Let your heart remain open, for I have more to say, guidance you need, truth your soul must hear, and love that will strengthen you for what lies ahead. As your heart rests in the comfort of my encouragement, I must speak to you about something deeper, something important for your soul, something that requires both tenderness and truth. For I am your Father, and a father who loves his children does not guide them only with soft words. He also warns them with care, with gentleness, and with a longing for their safety. So listen closely, not with fear, but with a heart open to wisdom. There are moments in life when time feels slow, and there are moments when time feels like it is slipping quickly through your fingers. You, my child, know more than many how swiftly the years pass. You have watched entire seasons of your life come and go. You have felt the way days can fade into months and months into years, as if carried away by a quiet wind. And now, more than ever, you sense that life on earth is temporary, that time is precious, that every moment matters. I want you to understand something very clearly. You are living in a time when your soul must stay awake, not fearful awake, not anxious aware, not troubled prepared. The world you see around you, with its noise, distractions, worries, and ever-changing values, often tries to pull your heart away from what truly matters. But I am calling you back to the things that last forever. Do not let your heart drift, my child. Do not fall asleep spiritually, thinking that tomorrow is guaranteed. You know better than many that life can change suddenly, that moments can come unexpectedly, that the future is never promised. It is not to frighten you that I speak this way, but to awaken you to the truth that your soul is eternal, and eternity is closer than you realize. You may feel the weight of these words, but do not let them bring fear. Let them bring clarity. For the world you see is passing away, but your soul, your precious, beautiful soul, belongs to eternity. And eternity is not something far off in the distance. It is nearer with each breath you take. This is why I speak to you now with seriousness wrapped in love, because your soul must stay anchored in me. There are many voices in the world competing for your attention. Voices of fear, voices of anger, voices of doubt, voices that pull you toward worldly concerns, worldly divisions, worldly noise. But none of those voices will guide you home. Only my voice will. Only my truth will. Only my presence can lead you safely through the changes and uncertainties of life. My child, guard your heart, guard your thoughts, guard your spirit. Not everything you hear, see, or read is good for your soul. Not every message is meant to bring peace. Not every influence is meant to guide you toward light. The enemy of your soul is subtle. He whispers quietly, hoping you will confuse his lies with truth. He does not always appear in darkness. Sometimes he appears in distraction. Sometimes he appears in discouragement. Sometimes he appears in the quiet suggestion that you have plenty of time left, that nothing is urgent, that spiritual things can wait. But hear me, do not delay your soul. Do not wait for another moment to draw closer to me. Do not postpone forgiveness, or repentance, or healing, or surrender. Life is fragile, and the enemy would love for you to believe you have endless time. But I tell you this with love, you do not have time to waste. Not in fear, but in purpose. Not in panic, but in clarity. For every day you walk this earth is a day closer to standing in my presence, and I want your heart to be at peace when that day comes. Do not let bitterness stay inside you, release it now. Do not let old wounds remain untouched, let me heal them. Do not hold grudges that weigh down your spirit, lay them at my feet. Do not cling to worries that rob your heart of peace, give them to me. Do not allow guilt from the past to follow you, I am ready to forgive and renew you. Your soul deserves freedom. Your spirit deserves rest. Your heart deserves to breathe without burden. I speak this warning not because I am angry, but because I love you deeply. I want you to live with clarity, knowing what matters and what does not. I want you to walk each day with intention, choosing peace over worry, kindness over anger, faith over fear. I want your life to shine in such a way that others see my light in you. And I want you to understand something essential. Everything you have faced, everything you have survived, everything you have endured was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. Your life has been training your soul for eternity. Every challenge shaped you. Every loss deepened you. Every sorrow taught you compassion. Every mistake taught you humility. Every act of faith built spiritual strength inside you. But now, my child, you must be vigilant. You must guard the peace I give you. You must choose me daily, not out of fear, but out of love. You must be mindful of your thoughts, careful with your words, gentle with your heart. You must remember that the world is temporary, but your soul is forever. When you feel tempted to worry about the future, turn to me. When you feel discouraged by the world, lift your eyes to me. When you feel confused by what is happening around you, listen for my voice. When darkness tries to whisper lies, speak my name. When fear tries to rise inside you, rest in my presence. For I am your protection, I am your guidance. I am your truth in a world full of shadows. Do not let the world's troubles take away your peace. Do not let the noise around you drown out my whisper. Do not let the rush of life distract you from what is eternal. You are nearing a sacred season of your journey, a time when your heart must stay close to me. Not because something terrible is coming, but because something holy is near. Your soul is drawing nearer to its true home, a home I have prepared with love, with joy, with everlasting light. There is a seriousness in my words, but there is also great comfort. I am not warning you to frighten you, I am guiding you to protect you. I want you to finish your journey with confidence, with purity of heart, with peace that settles deep inside you. I want your final days, whenever they come, to be filled with meaning, love, and closeness to me. And so, my beloved child, listen carefully. Stay close to me. Stay in my light. Stay in my truth. Stay in my love. Do not drift. Do not delay. Do not let the world pull you away from what matters most. Time is precious. Your soul is precious. And I want you to be ready, ready for whatever comes next. Ready for the blessings I still want to give you. Ready for the eternal embrace that awaits you. Let my words rest in your heart, not as fear, but as guidance, not as heaviness, but as clarity, not as warning alone, but as love calling you home. Stay with me a while longer, my child. I have more to tell you, more to give you, more to place inside your heart before my message comes to its fullness. And now, my beloved child, as you continue to walk with me in this quiet moment, let your heart become still enough to hear the final movement of this message I have placed before you. You have listened with an open spirit. You have allowed my words to settle deep inside your soul. And now I want you to breathe slowly and gently, because what I am about to tell you is meant to stay with you long after this moment ends. It is meant to shape your thoughts, steady your steps, and strengthen your heart in the days ahead. You have journeyed through my reminders, my warnings, my encouragements, and my love. Now you stand at the doorstep of a truth that I need you to hold on to with every part of your being. You have no time left for what does not matter, but you have all the time you need to draw close to me. My child, listen closely, for every moment that passes, every sunrise, every breath you take is not just another second on a clock. It is a gift I am placing into your hands, a gift wrapped in mercy, a gift wrapped in purpose, a gift wrapped in grace. But the world has taught you to count moments by worry, by fear, by regrets, by what-ifs, by the weight of things that were never meant to define you. Today I gently take those burdens from you one by one, and I invite you to walk with me into what remains. Not what has been lost, not what has passed, but what remains. You may think that because your body feels older, or your steps are slower, or your days feel quieter than they once did, that your time has grown small. But I tell you now, the time you still have is holy, precious, measured not by the number of days, but by the depth of your heart. The world measures age by years. I measure age by love. And there is still love inside you that I desire to awaken, strengthen, and pour out into the world around you. Do you know, my child, that some of the greatest transformations in a person's life happen in the final seasons of their journey? When the noise of the world grows softer, my voice grows clearer. When the rush of life fades, my presence becomes more noticeable. And when the distractions fall away, the soul finally discovers how close I have always been. You have not reached the ending of anything. You have reached the beginning of seeing with new eyes, eyes that recognize what truly matters. And so I tell you, there is no time left for bitterness, no time left for old wounds to rule over you, no time left for grudges that steal your peace, No time left for fear that keeps you from lifting your eyes. No time left for that small voice inside that says you are not enough, or too late, or too broken. These things must fall away now, like leaves that no longer belong to the tree in springtime. I am renewing you from within. I am calling you into a place where the past cannot chain you any longer. Instead, I give you this time, this sacred moment, to open your heart wider than you ever have before. I give you this time to forgive, to soften, to trust, to hope again. I give you this time to remember that you are still part of my story, still held in my hands, still loved beyond measure. My child, you are not done. I am not finished with you. You are still breathing because there is something in you that still needs to shine. Let me tell you something tender and true. The enemy tries hardest near the end of a season, because he knows what I place at the end carries the greatest blessing, the deepest peace, and the strongest spiritual reward. But he will not win here. Not in your mind, not in your heart, not in your soul, because I am setting you free, fully, completely, lovingly, from everything that tries to convince you that your story has already been decided. It has not. I decide it, and I decide it with love. So come close now, even closer than before. Let me speak to the quiet parts of you, the parts that no one else sees. My beloved child, I am proud of you. You have walked through storms that should have broken you, but you kept walking. You have faced nights that felt too heavy to bear, but you did not give up. You have survived things that others could not see, and you did so with a heart that still longs for me. That is faith, faith deep and real and beautiful. You have no idea how it moves my heart. But now I want you to do something brave. Release every fear about what comes next. Release every doubt about what tomorrow holds. Release every worry about how things will unfold. You are standing on holy ground, the ground of surrender, the ground of trust, the ground of transformation. When you release what weighs you down, I fill you with what lifts you up. And I promise you the next steps in your life, no matter how few or many they may be, will be steps of peace, steps of clarity, steps of renewed strength. You have wondered, at times, whether I am still near. You have wondered why some prayers felt unanswered or delayed. You have wondered if I was silent. But hear me now, I was never gone. I was never silent. I was preparing you. I was shaping you. I was waiting for the moment when your heart would be quiet enough to hear me again. And now you hear me. Now you feel me. Now you are ready to walk in a new way. This message you have heard today, these words flowing into your soul, they are not meant to frighten you. They are meant to awaken you. To remind you that time is precious, but not hopeless, urgent, but not dark, serious, but not frightening. What is coming next for you is not disaster. It is discovery. Not fear, but faith. Not loss, but renewal. I am about to lead you into a deeper awareness of my presence, a closeness you may not have experienced for many years. You will begin to feel me in your thoughts, in the quiet moments of your day, in the soft whispers of your spirit. You will notice me in ways you once thought were only possible in your youth. Age does not diminish my voice. It often makes it clearer. And so, my beloved child, as this message draws to a gentle close, I place my blessing over you. A blessing of peace that settles the storms within you. A blessing of clarity that opens your eyes. A blessing of strength that steadies your steps. A blessing of courage that lifts your heart. And a blessing of love, deep, overflowing, unconditional love, that surrounds you like a warm embrace. Walk now in the truth you have heard. Walk with confidence. Walk with hope. Walk with the knowledge that you are mine, and you have been mine from the very beginning. Nothing ahead of you is unknown to me. Nothing ahead of you is beyond my reach. Nothing ahead of you will separate you from my love. And before you go, my child, listen to me one last time today. Come back tomorrow. Let me speak to you again. Let me strengthen you again. Let me guide you again. For the journey you are on is not over. It is unfolding. Come back and hear the next message. For tomorrow I will reveal what your heart is ready to understand. I am with you. I am for you. And I am waiting for you.